What's up, everybody? It's the Thanksgiving edition of the Watch Along Show. Actually, this time last year we were doing Why We Love Horror on Thursdays. So we've always had a Thanksgiving show, and every Thanksgiving show we introduce next year's Why We Love Horror challenge. So that's going to be something we're doing later. Anyway, I'm John. That's Aaron Brooks. Aaron, how are you doing this evening? Are you psyched about the list?
I'm so thankful to be here. Grateful on this Thanksgiving day. We are so dedicated. We sacrifice our family because this is definitely live. So we're recording from Thanksgiving.
Oh, man, I'm stuffed. All the food I ate. Oh, my goodness. So, but before we get to that, we have this year's Why We Love Horror Letterboxd challenge, which is that QR code still. It's still at that QR code. We're getting to the part of the year where you just look at it for posterity. You can comment on our picks, whatever. We don't expect you to watch 52 movies this deep in the year. If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. We got a fresh one coming for you later. This week, we're talking about Brad Dourif, who, the man was nominated for an Oscar. Let's not forget. So, but after that, he just became Brad Dourif, and you love him. You love him from the Lord of the Rings series. You love him as Chucky. You love him as a lot of different things. Aaron, speak a little bit about the man himself.
Yeah, no, I mean, Brad Dourif makes everything better. He's one of those actors who, every time he's in a movie, Urban Legends was another good one. Exorcist 3, right there, probably one of his best roles. And then there's the movie I watched today, which is a movie for sure. I don't know which movie we're starting with.
You know, your movie came out first. We'll start with yours.
All right, Graveyard Shift from 1990. There's the poster. Great poster, really good poster. Really okay movie.
Isn't Brad Dourif the best part, though?
Yeah, I would say he's the best part. Brad Dourif and probably Stephen Mock as the weird boss. He's really good in the movie as well. Andrew Divoff is in the movie. Honestly, the crew is the strongest part of the movie. The crews are really good. The Grave Shift crew. The boss, everything like that. Otherwise, this kind of just felt like a neighbor to the Mangler, to be honest. it's another textile mill gone wrong movie as well.
Yes, it is. It is the filthiest textile mill. My father was in textiles for his entire life.
Okay.
They would have shut that shit down in Hudson County, New Jersey. They don't play that shit.
Yeah, but Brad Dourif is in this movie. He's the exterminator, which it felt like he was really that character. I believe he goes around chewing tobacco, spitting it, getting it on his teeth, and killing rats. I believe that's what he does in his spare time. So that was convincing. I love the tagline for this movie that says Stephen King took you to the edge with The Shining and Pet Sematary. This time he pushes you over. This is a movie that they're this is fucking crazy.
Yeah, if The Shining scared the shit out of you, Graveyard Shift will kill you.
Yeah, anybody who says that is crazy. This is directed by, if you've seen Taxi Driver, the TV interviewer, Ralph S. Singleton. This is his one movie he directed. I've watched every Stephen King adaptation now, and there's a reason I think this one made it towards the end. I'd say this is maybe better than The Mangler and a few others that I'm just completely forgetting, but honestly, this is bottom tier. There's not much to the movie itself. It really holds back showing you the monster as well. But then it does, and it just I don't know. It's kind of just a mixed bag, if you will. And I didn't exactly.
I guess if rats give you the heebie-jeebies, this might be the scariest movie you've ever seen. But I would say
Willard would be the scariest movie you've ever seen. Then, if the rats get Willard is a way better rat horror movie. Or Ben, the sequel to Willard, Insane, with a Michael Jackson Ben song as the. But yeah, I'm talking about other movies. It's always a good giveaway that I didn't care for this one. So let's just move on. Cheers.
Yeah, I watched a movie from 3 years after yours. I watched Dario Argento's Trauma, and just like Graveyard Shift is bottom tier or a lower tier Stephen King, I would not put Trauma in the top tier of Argento movies. It takes a minute to get going. There's a lot of There's a lot of the old Argento tropes in Trauma. There's a lot of people just like overacting and getting no direction to dial it back a little bit, which is like which is an Argento trope. But then basically by the time Brad Dourif shows up for like the 90 seconds he's in the movie, you're going downhill. The brakes have come off the minecart, and it's a batshit. The batshit ending saves the movie. I won't spoil anything, but like stick around for the ending. And it kind
what a great murder weapon in Trauma as well.
Yeah, it's like a ghillie saw, automated ghillie saw kind of thing.
Yeah, it was designed by Tom Savini. Tom Savini designed the murder weapon, so Tom Savini and Argento joining forces here.
It's a brutal weapon. It's second only maybe to knife plus heart as far as murder weapons go.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Trauma. You know, if you're an Argento or Argenti, if you're a real fan, complete list. Watch Trauma anyway. It's not the worst movie he's done, but it's definitely mid tier. I would say to be fair.
Yeah, it's better than Stendhal Syndrome.
That is the most accurate thing we've said about Dario Argento on this channel. I would say for sure.
So at least 1 out of 20 ain't bad.
Hey, we're not done yet this week though. We have a brand new, the 2026 third annual Why We Love Horror Challenge. And you know what I did, Aaron? I made it hard. There it is. You could pause the video, go there, get your shit together, get your list together.
Come up with your list early.
Yeah, and again, a 52-week challenge. You'll watch 52 movies. However, they're not like it's not going to be hard because we're giving you less prompts. We're clustering prompts this year since it is the 5th year of Horrorville's top 50, top 25 list this past year. I always start with those because I think you get a good smattering of movies from around the world that are all really good. Like I haven't really gotten a movie off the Horrorville list where I'm like, this was shit. Like you're at least in for a good time. So we'll start with that 5, and then we're just clustering blocks of 5. So every 5 movies, there's just one prompt, and you pick 5 movies. But we'll get into that right now. So like I said, starting at the top, in Horrorville, we still trust. You got your 2025, 2024, 2023, 2022, 2021 Horrorville lists. They're linked in the description of the thing. Pick one movie from each list. I guarantee you have not seen them all. They span the entire world, all levels of distribution. No one, only the people at Horrorville maybe have seen all 50 on these lists. I haven't yet.
Yeah. No, I know I haven't. So, and yeah, I echo your sentiment about Horrorville. They should hire us.
Yeah, please hire us. We'd love to write for you and watch movies. And you guys seem to get access to movies that we never. Do you know how long I waited for Late Night with the Devil? I waited forever for Late Night with the Devil.
Years.
That wasn't fair. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm over it. Then for the middle portion of the year until we get to the end of the year, myself, Aaron, and Abby all took clusters of 5, and we chose basically a theme. So Aaron, you got the first theme. When you get into the second section, it's Aaron, and Aaron says this.
Yeah. So honestly, the first I said honestly because I saw honest there. The first section of my list, it deals with the 70s. So I'm a huge 70s fan. If you don't already know that, you probably haven't watched the channel. But yeah, I like all 70s, and I want people to go a little deeper. I want these to be. Did we agree on 20,000 or less reviews? Okay, so you're gonna go to Letterboxd, look at the low review thing. If it says under 20,000 and it's from the 1970s in a horror movie, it counts for this list. So let's go just your 70s month there, so to speak. I think there's plenty to choose from, and I feel like people need to dig a little deeper than, Don't Look Now, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. We love them all. Exorcist, we love them all, but there's others.
I'll be honest with the 70s when I was making my list. It's not that hard on Letterboxd. Once you get on deep onto the second page of the 70s horror, you're there. You're already there. So you don't have to go. You don't have to look too deep. And there's a lot of great movies there. My only advice is there's a lot of good non-American movies in the 70s that nobody talks about.
Right. Yeah. So honestly, you can't go wrong with the 70s. That's why I love it. So it's just if it looks intriguing, just go for it. If you've Blue Sunshine, for example, is one that it's been on my list for a long time. It's about I believe psychotic LSD. That's as far as I know. And the cover. And so it's on my list. So that's one I'm watching, for example. So just whatever you're into, if it sounds cool and it's from the 70s, you're going to have a good time. So
I agree. Then we get into my first prompt, which is I'm asking you to find some darkness. So there was a series of documentaries called In Search of Darkness. The first 3 covering like every 80s slasher of any renown. And then there's one for the 90s that just came out recently. I'm asking you to just go to the list. I provided the list of all the movies they mentioned in the documentary in the description. Just pick 5 movies. I'm cleaning up some of the early 80s slasher movies that like I either have not watched or I have just a vague recollection of from my childhood. A lot of cool stuff. Like I'm going to watch The Prowler. I'm going to watch Curtains. Like cool shit. It's all there. Like look, whatever you want. If that you haven't seen, I guarantee it's on that list. Clean up your 80s slashers.
Yeah. Agreed.
Then we got to Abby. Abby said she's a reader. So she wants book adaptations, but you cannot pick Stephen King. So 5 movies that are book adaptations that aren't Stephen King. And there's plenty of those. You know, there's plenty of other horror authors that put out a bunch of stuff. A lot of your classics, if you have not seen the classics, those spoiler alert, those were books. So you can cheat. You can cheat and watch Dracula, any version of Dracula, any version of Frankenstein. Those were all books.
Wonderful. Giving you little cheat codes as we go.
Yeah. But you can't cheat on this one, Aaron. Tell them about it.
Yeah. If you don't know, I love Gialli, whichever you want to say. Aaron loves Giallo. And you have to watch Giallo from Not the Big 3. If you don't know the big 3, that's Mario Bava, Lucio Fulci, and Dario Argenti. Or Argento if you're a traditionalist. So guys like Massimo Dell'Amano, Sergio Martino, any of these guys where it just sounds super Italian, or if you just go along, you can find plenty of lists on Giallo, House That Cried Windows. There's all sorts of great titles. Just pick it based on the titles. See where it leads you.
Pick the longest titles.
Yes, which most are. But like, Giallo is much more than just murder mysteries. So you can really dig deep in there and find some, if you're not into slashers, it's not all slashers. It's much more than meets the eye. It's kind of it's a hard genre to fully come up with like a definition for. It's kind of like film noir, where it kind of moves as it goes a little bit. But I love Giallo, and I want people to check out some that aren't Mario Bava, Lucio Fulci, or Dario Argento, because there's a lot more out there.
Sounds good. All right, we're moving on to here's another one that I did. A tour of Southeast Asia. Like, we love Asian horror here. We love J horror and K horror, but you can't watch those because that's not Southeast Asia. We're talking like the up and coming countries: Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, the Philippines, Vietnam, Laos. There's tons of great movies, and I know Aaron and I have both found a bunch of movies from this area. And I've listed all the countries that are eligible in the description, and I've given you lists for all those countries. So you don't have to do any research. I've done the research for you. Pick them. There's a lot of. I recommend Thailand. I recommend Indonesia. They're killing it.
Yeah.
And then we'll get back over to Abby. Abby's fantastic. We know this, but basically, she wants you to find 5 movies that premiered at Fantastic Fest. And I would say, if you're having trouble, there is a very large Wikipedia page on Fantastic Fest that lists all the movies that debuted there. And I also linked the list in the description. There's a lot. You'd be shocked.
How long has Fantastic Fest been going on?
It's been going on for about 2 decades now, and only missing the 1 year really for COVID. And they still did premiere some movies in 2020, but it's been going on since the early 2000s. And literally, like you'd be shocked the movies that premiered there. Like, there's a lot. Yeah, so you'll have no issue finding anything.
Yeah, that's a great prompt.
Back over to Aaron.
Yep. For my final one, I like Larry and Larry. So this is, and it's not just Larry Fessenden and Larry Cohen, but they're 2 of my favorite directors of all time. And I think for the most part, people haven't seen enough of their movies. And if there's another Larry I'm not thinking about there.
You can watch Dreamcatcher by Lawrence Kasdan. It would count.
Lawrence does count. Yes, Lawrence Kasdan's Dreamcatcher, which I highly recommend to anybody who has not seen Dreamcatcher. I just think this is a really fun prompt. Like, thinking about somebody getting to spend a month with Larry Fessenden movies only is just wonderful. You'll become a better human being by the end of that month.
I picked 5 Larry Fessenden movies.
Oh, I hope you didn't pick what is it? No Good, or the animal one. I forget what it's called.
No, it's all the ones I should have picked. It's all the ones I should have seen by now.
Okay, good. Because there's one particular Larry Fessenden movie with a lot of animal violence. So don't pick that one.
I'll try not to. Going back over to me, it's around the time of year when you get to Section 9 that it'll be Halloween. I just said, listen, there's so many movies that are set on Halloween. I don't care the subgenre. I don't care the time period. I don't care where in the world this movie comes from. 5 movies that are Halloween or Halloween adjacent horror movies. Go for it. The world is your oyster. Pick any 5 of those. There's so many. I'm watching the Night of the Demons trilogy, which I don't recall watching, and then the last 2 Pumpkinhead movies. Because I'm not.
Boy, that's gonna be a fun time. It's No Telling by Larry Fessenden. If you're afraid of animal violence, don't watch that movie.
That was not on my list, but I guess I'll get to it. And then the final Abby prompt is she shows some love to the streaming world. Just a movie that premiered on a streaming service. So if you have Shudder or Screambox or Screamify, or should be easy. I picked 5 Shudder movies that I have not seen yet. So it's that simple.
I think another great prompt from our fantastic leader, who will be back in 2026 with us. So do not worry, Abby is returning.
So if you need an excuse to do this, just go to Abby's page, one of her thousands of followers. Just please do this. We beg you. And then finally, by that point, we're in the last 2 prompts. There's 51 and 52, or just your normal stuff. Find a movie in the Letterboxd top 250 horror you haven't seen. Watch it. Sort by popularity. Find the most popular horror movie you haven't watched. Watch it. And that's how you finish out your year. But you don't have to do it in that order. You can do it whenever you want. I would like you to watch the Halloween movies in October, but you don't even have to do that. Don't listen to me. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, do whatever you want. I'm going to do it in order, though, because I'm a square.
Me too. Again, that is the QR code for that. So pause, check it out, join it, clone the list, make your list. Can't wait to see it. Come here, talk about it. Go to the Facebook group, talk about it on the YouTube channel. We don't just talk. Please talk to us.
Yes.
But if you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Check out those QR codes I put up on the thing. Till next time, I'm JWMaher. That's Aaron Brooks. Abby's there somewhere.
But, yes, rummaging.
Until next time, here comes that schedule.